Learn Wi-Fi penetration testing from scratch. Number 2, unleash the power of Wi-Fi hacking. Types of Wi-Fi hacking, how to identify and fix them, and prevent measures. Ethical hacking becomes the victim of a Wi-Fi hacking is surprisingly easy. In 2021 study, Israeli security researchers were able to crack the password of roughly 70% of Wi-Fi networks. Moreover, a study by Forbes Advisor found that 43% of people reported that their online security had been compromised by network hackers while using public Wi-Fi. How do malicious actors hack Wi-Fi? Was a Wi-Fi hacked? How can you identify and prevent Wi-Fi hackers? If you are desperately searching for how to protect your router from hackers, this article is for you. Below we will go over the different types of Wi-Fi hacking, the signs that your Wi-Fi was hacked, and how to prevent your Wi-Fi from being hacked. What are Wi-Fi hacks? A Wi-Fi hack is any technique used to gain authorized access to a Wi-Fi network. Typically, this is done by exploiting security flaws or vulnerabilities, allowing the attacker to steal confidential information or disturb the network normal operations. How Wi-Fi hacked? 10 different types of Wi-Fi hacks. How Wi-Fi hacked by an attacker? There are many different topics of Wi-Fi hacks, each presenting a unique threat to business or individuals. This section will cover 10 kinds of Wi-Fi hacks you should be aware of. Password cracking. In a password cracking Wi-Fi hack, the attackers can guess or crack the password to gain access to the network. This is often done using automated brute force tools or lists of credentials leaked due to a data breach. Rough access point. Attackers may set up a rough access point, a fake wireless access point plugged into the legitimate Wi-Fi network, creating a bypass or backdoor. This allows an attacker to intercept all the data that victims send and receive over the network, including sensitive data such as financial information and login credentials. Man-in-the-middle attack. MITM attack. In MITM attack, malicious actors insert themselves between two devices communicating on a network. Each device believes it is taken to other, but it's really taken to an attacker, who may capture or manipulate the exchange information. The second one is evil twin attack. An evil twin attack Wi-Fi hack is similar to rogue access point, by which a crucial point of destruction. In a rogue access point attack, the access point is legitimately plugged into a real network. In an evil twin attack, however, the fake access point is intended to look like a convincing replication of a real network. Packet sniffing. In a packet sniffing Wi-Fi hack, attackers remain hidden using tools as Wireshark or to intercept to analyze the data packets sent back and forth of a Wi-Fi network. These packets may contain sensitive information that the attackers can later exploit. Wireless jamming. Wireless jamming attackers involve sending a signal such as white noise on the same frequency as the Wi-Fi network, trying to disturb its operation by causing interference. These attackers can result in slowing network speeds or even bringing down the network entirely. MAC spoofing. In a MAC spoofing Wi-Fi attack, Wi-Fi hack, the attacker changed their device media access control MAC address to a legitimate device on the network. This may allow the attacker to access network without needing login credentials. Denial of service DOS attack. A denial of service DOS attack involves maliciously flooding a network with illegitimate traffic to disturb its normal operation. For example, attackers may send the network malformed data packets or extremely high volume of connection requests. WPS vulnerabilities. Hackers may exploit Wi-Fi root Wi-Fi protect setup feature WPS feature by brute force guessing the WPS number. The WPS pin lets device connect to the network without need login credentials. Physical access. Last but not least, a physical access Wi-Fi hack involves an attacker who gains physical access to the network router. This allows the attacker to reconfigure the router setting or even damage the route to bring down the network. Was Wi-Fi hacked? 6. Signs someone hacked your router. If you are worried about Wi-Fi and router hacks, the good news is that they can often be detected and fixed. Below are 6 of the most significant signs that your Wi-Fi router has been hacked. Performance issue. If your Wi-Fi network suddenly suffers from slow internet speeds, this could be indicate that attackers have gained access and are using the network from their own purposes. Example, operating botnets or disturbing malware. High data usage. Similarly, if data consumption of your Wi-Fi network is higher than usual or greater than expected, this might be a sign that unwelcome guests have hijacked your router. Trouble logging in. If you cannot log into your router administrative control with your usual username and password, the credential might have been changed by an attacker. Unknown devices. The presence of unknown or suspicious devices on your Wi-Fi network strongly indicate that your router defense has been compromised to let the attacker. Unexpected network activity. If your Wi-Fi network is behaving strangely, example, your browser always redirecting to the same page, the router setting might have been changed by an attacker. Strange messages. Last but not least, if your browser or devices display strange pop-ups or notifications such as ransomware messages or advertisement, it could be a sign that the Wi-Fi is compromised. How to prevent your Wi-Fi from being hacked? While it is good to recognize the signs of a Wi-Fi hack, it's even better to stop it in its tracks. Below are some tips for you how to block Wi-Fi hackers. Change your password. Many Wi-Fi networks are easily hacked because administrators fail to change the default password or password. Choose a secure password and change it regularly intervals. Use encryption. Wi-Fi networks should use strong encryption algorithms such as WBA2 or WBA3. Avoid using the web protocol, which is older and considered less secure. Keep router firmware up to date. Router firmware can suffer from security vulnerabilities if not updated regularly. Check for new upgrades to your router software and install them as soon as possible. Disable security settings. Network features such as WBS and remote management have their uses, but they can also leave you vulnerable to attackers without a good reason. These features should be disabled. Wi-Fi hacked. Here's what to do. Was your Wi-Fi hacked by an attacker? If you believe that you have been the victim of a Wi-Fi hack, follow the tips and the best practice below. Change the credentials. As soon as possible, you should change the administrator credentials for your Wi-Fi router, including the username and password. Your choice of password should be memorable, while still being difficult to guess for an attacker. This will prevent malicious actors from being able to log in with the old credentials. Reboot the router. In some cases, rebooting or resetting the router can clear out any malicious software and help you determine the extent of the hack. To reboot the router, simply hold down the device reset button until it shuts down, then power it back. This will also require you to reconfigure the router once it restarts. Upgrade the framework. If an attacker exploits an existing flaw in a router framework, installing the latest updates may automatically patch this vulnerability. This can be done within your router dashboard page. Moving forward, check for router updates at least every 3 months is a good idea. Prevent Wi-Fi hacks. Wi-Fi hacks are significant risk Wi-Fi hacks are significant risk for organizations of all sizes of industries. With the right skills and knowledge, however, business can detect Wi-Fi routers, hack and prevent Wi-Fi networks from being hacked in the first place. In particular, relying on the expertise of the ethical hackers, also known as white hat hackers, can prove infallible. Ethical hackers can launch simulated attacks on Wi-Fi networks, problem them from vulnerabilities, and help business resolve and security flaws before a real attacker can exploit them.